Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. This is a message from a veteran, from a long line of veterans stretching back to before the founding of this country, and in an unbroken line, to the current members of the military, active duty, reserves, active reserves, inactive reserves, National Guard, etc. And every branch, but especially the National Guard right now. There is talk that Trump and various governors are talking about and or are actually activating Guard units and using the military to control protesters right now. I urge you vehemently, emphatically, with every fiber of my being, to take the side of the people. When you took an oath to protect the United States, America, what does that really mean? Well, what comprises a nation? It's not a flag. A flag is a piece of cloth. It is a symbol. You can shoot it, it will not bleed. You can throw it on the ground, it will not be injured. You can put your knee on it, it will not suffocate. You can burn it, it will not feel pain. Our government is supposed to represent our people. At this point in time, the fact is that the American people no longer believe, whether on the right or the left, that our government represents us anymore. The media does not represent us anymore. I'm not in favor of destruction of property, but property can be replaced. When you talk about defending a nation, when you talk about defending America, and you see that over 1,000 Americans are killed each year by police, when you see that the response to even peaceful protests against police violence are met with violence from the police. And yes, tear gas is violence. Clubbing people is violence. Handcuffing people is violence. A lot of people that have been swept up in this were not even protesters. They just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. You can destroy property, and property can be replaced. No, I'm not in favor of it. But look at how many years we have been protesting and discussing police violence and systemic racism. Look how many members of the military are members of minorities. If you are in the military and you're watching this, there's a very good chance that you are a member of a minority group. When we are defending our country, no, we're not defending the president. That's not representing, especially when the president is talking about using violence against the people of this country. No, you're not defending this country if you are defending the president. If you're defending a piece of cloth, you are not defending America. If you are defending the right of police to use violence against American citizens, you are not defending the people of this country. You are not representing or defending this country. You are a traitor to America. If you just follow orders, guess what? Nazis were just following orders. So, just following orders, not good enough. You're either with the people, you are representing this nation, or you are against this nation. There are no two ways about it. You're either representing the freedom of the people of the United States, or you are representing fascism. Which is it? You make your choice right now. Because that's a choice. It is a choice. And you have to decide whether you're going to make the right one. I cannot stress this enough. Using violence against the American people is wrong. You know, I think that people that destroy property have committed a crime. They deserve to be arrested. Killed? No. A man alleged to have passed a $20 counterfeit bill, that should not be a death sentence. James Boyd, a mentally ill homeless man in New Mexico, camping against authorization, that should not have been a death sentence. Selling loose cigarettes should not be a death sentence. A 12-year-old child playing with a toy gun in a park should not be a death sentence. Compare the deaths and trust, when I say over 1,000 people in America have been killed by the police, more than 60% of those, and that's per year, more than 60% of those people are unarmed. And that's not mentioning how many people are injured by police. This is only stating a number that we can actually pin down. Look at Sandra Bland. They cannot claim directly that she was killed by the police. There have been people that have been left in jail cells that died from seizures because they were denied medical care. Covering up, a death at the hands of the authorities is not hard to do. So if we have over 1,000 cases per year of people dying, and we know, we can prove that it is at the hands of the police, think how many are unproven. There have been many cases where medical examiners were shown to have presented false evidence, false, testimony in court to support, police accusations. Think about that. And how many people have spent years, decades in prison for things that they did not commit? I work in a prison. One of my inmates just had 30 years knocked off his sentence because of a false conviction. 30 years. We see people all the time, sometimes after they've been executed, be found to be innocent. We need a change in our system. If you're defending that system that we need to change, then how are you defending the people of this country? You're not. You defend the people, or you defend the fascists. You defend a wrong system, or you defend the people. Guess what happens? Look what has happened in numerous cases where the National Guard or the police actually sided with the protesters. The violence stopped. That's it. The violence stopped. What the people want is to be heard. They want someone to make the changes that we need. Civilian oversight committees of police with the power to indict is not too much to ask. 4 officers in Minneapolis kill a civilian for a nonviolent crime. All these protests started because there were no charges filed. I'm fully convinced that it doesn't matter whether these men were behind bars or not. If charges had been filed, all these protests, all these riots would not be happening. But it was too late. By the time they filed charges against one person, things had gotten out of control already. So you can help be the control, or you can just, what are you going to do? How many people are you going to arrest? How many people are you going to brutalize? How many more victims do there need to be before you realize as a member of the military that you are part of this country. What are you defending? Ask yourself. Go ahead and comment below. I would like to hear from some members of the military. And share this video. Talk about these subjects. If you can, please donate $1 a month to help me expand the channel. But mostly, talk about these subjects. We don't want another Kent State happening, do we? All right, that's it for this one. I hope you have a good day. And